What's the deal, everybody? This your boy Abu Nas. Listen, I'm about to switch this thing up a little something, something. And I'm not gonna be long, man, 'cause I'm still in the midst of working. But yo, I just heard some great news, especially when it's actually I got another confirmation from comic book news. We got Tom Welling, the original Clark Kent and Superman from Smallville, the long-running TV series that pretty much put CW on the map. And now the confirmation is that he is going to reprise his role as Clark Kent Superman in the upcoming Crisis on Infinite Earths for the Arrowverse. My God, this thing is gonna be huge. Now, a little context for your brother Abu Nas. Listen, my YouTube channel is primarily Star Wars and gaming and stuff like that, and DCEU, and but I've always been I've always have invested a lot of my time in the DC television series, because I'm a big DC fan, and of course with the DCEU, whatever I could get on the big screen, I wanted to check stuff out on the small screen. So I, instantly got into Arrow, Flash, DC Legends of Tomorrow, and then by proxy Supergirl and Black Lightning, which I'm still trying to finish up on the first season. Now combine all of that, I've been with Arrow and Flash the longest. I've been totally invested in their characters and the storylines and throughout. So by the time DC Legends came in, I was on board with it too, because it was pretty much an extension of both Flash and Arrow storylines. So, I know that they had a couple of, throwaway seasons, or certain, storylines didn't fit in the bill. But once they got Supergirl from CBS and they brought her over to the CW, I knew there was potential for something great. Then they started having all these crossovers and stuff. Well, like I said, I've stuck with these guys from like the beginning. And now that I'm fully invested, I've got into all the little crossovers and stuff like that. But being that Arrow's having their last season coming up, their final season coming up, I guess they wanted to go out with a bang. And they teased it, at the end of the last season of the series, where it was Crisis on Infinite Earths. Now, because the Flash TV show basically covers the whole multiverse aspect of it, and I was thinking, okay, well, maybe they'll do something in lines of that again. It probably won't go with the doppelganger thing that they did last year. But I kind of figured they were going to do something that would involve many other superheroes from many other Earths. It never would have occurred to me, even in the scope, that what they was planning, they're trying to go out with a bang. That's pretty much what my take of it is. So now, when you heard about the 1966 Robin, Burt Ward, being a part of this, it like kind of like opened up my eyes. Then you had, the people from Black Lightning, because they did say at first they wasn't going to pair them up with the Arrowverse counterparts in their universe. But lo and behold, now they changed their tune and now they putting them in it. So between that and the news that came out that Kevin Conroy, the original OG voice over Batman himself, is going to appear in the flesh in this itineration of Crisis of Infinite Earths. I was like, holy shit. I said, it can't get no better than this. I was like, this shit, we might as well get Mark Hamill up in here. Shoot, he could trade in Jake Skywalker, squeeze titties, and all of that. You get him to play the real Joker. Yeah, it would have been perfect. I hope they do get him, but ain't nothing, we ain't hear nothing yet. But either way, it's great. Just to have that iteration of Batman on live in the flesh for the first time. It's gonna be a mind blower. I didn't think we could top that though, until today. Tom Welling, we are crossing platforms on every level. And just for the context for those that that's unfamiliar with Crisis on Infinite Earths, it came from a comic book way back in the 80s. Written by Marv Wolfman and drawn by George Perez. And it was massive as, DC made the attempt, and successfully, to pretty much, reboot their entire universe. So they did a 12-issue multiverse, miniseries chronicling the start and the end and the rebirth. And it was an instant classic, cult classic, more or less. So that name for the comic book guys in the community rings a bell, for especially the old heads, like, in my age bracket. It rings a bell. It evokes lots of feelings of nostalgia and the whole bit, and gave great storylines for established characters that went out like champs. But hey, since they're doing this on TV, they are really going balls to the wall for this, and I'm all for it. I'm all for it. And if you're an Arrow fan, a Flash fan, DC Legends, anything with the Arrowverse in it, if you are a fan and that, you're sad that certain things are coming to an end, you could rejoice in news like this, because I don't think they're going to bring these many stars in one 5-part mini crossover series and not try to do it justice. I'm giving Mark Guggenheim, the showrunners of most of these shows, I'm gonna give him some credit. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I think that they really planned this thing out, and I guess they wanted to, at the very least, show off their abilities to create a great story. Knowing that I lost my train of thought. Intertwining the histories of many of the TV shows that you know and love, and put them out there and let them go out with a bang. Can't wait to see it. So this is my first take on it. I hope that a lot of you guys are on board. I know I'm on board, and I can't wait for it to go down in December. So this your brother Abu Nas. Just gave a quick update. Like I said, let's get ready, man. Let's get ready. Let's get ready for the Crisis on Infinite Earths. Other than that, hoping you guys stay strong out there in the world of haters, and be good to yourself and good to others. Peace.